What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video. Today we're going to take a look at the Mudtrooper from Hot Toys. That's right, guys, Ryan back with another video. Today we're going to take a look at the Mudtrooper from Hot Toys, and I'm super excited about this. I've been wanting this figure ever since they announced it like 2 years ago. We finally have it. It's crazy, and the hype is real surrounding this figure. It is, I'm going to go ahead and predict it. I haven't even taken it out of the clamshell down here yet. I'm going to predict that it's the next Shore Trooper right now. Just throwing that out there. The hype is just on point with this figure. I don't think they made a whole lot of them. And if you didn't pre-order it, I think you're out of luck. Just saying. If you might be a small comic shop, you might be able to find this thing. Sideshow's already on wait list, and then it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. So, anyways, just the hype is real. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like the film, but the figure is cool. Anyways, I like the film. So let's take a look at this, guys. It is super cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this. It is a normal Star Wars box. There is Han Solo, aka Mudtrooper right here. Going on here, love these bands they've been putting on the boxes, love those. This is MMS 493. Again, there's your trooper there. Han Solo on the side, back, and there you go. So there's the box. It's not, you know, we're not here to look at the box. The box is out here. Let's get the figure. I have the figure right here. So there we go, guys. Here he is. This is as far as I've actually taken this thing. It's still got the plastic on it. This is the real deal. So I did take the plastic off the head sculpt because, you know, I wanted to see the head sculpt. So here we go, guys. We've got a pile of accessories. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, I've got all the accessories out of the package. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And there's quite a few, actually. And for the price point of this figure, I think it's $235 at Sideshow. It's pretty good value for money for all the pieces you get. I mean, we're getting essentially 2 head sculpts. We're getting goggles, we're getting a blaster, we're getting a bunch of hands, we're getting a stand. I'm gonna start with this stand. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't like this at all. This is just, looks like somebody vomited on the display stand. Typically, I like these if they, like this one right here, this actual design, this placard is actually stuck on there. Not a big fan of that because it won't match anything in my collection. So for that reason, not a fan when they go ahead and stick that on there, but that's just me. I mean, you might love it, I don't know. But there it is, Han Solo right there with the decal, and that's not bad looking. It's metal, it's all right. But yeah, not a big fan of this, but you know, that's the least of the worries with. I'm not gonna harp too much on that. We do have 6 hands right here. We've got the normal hands that come on the figure itself, just these open grasping hands right here, nothing fancy there. We get a set of fisted hands, and we get a set of blaster holding hands. And as far as the hands go, you can see the nice texture they've got going on the actual glove. We got a nice little strap right here, which might be Velcro or something, I don't know. But the detail on it is actually pretty friggin' nice. I kind of like it. I mean, even they did the detail underneath the fingers right there. And let's see, we'll take this one out here, see if we can get a little better look at this. But I think, yeah. I mean, as much as you can, you know, jump up and down about hands and mold and whatnot, I think they did a really good job on those. So we got 6 hands, 3 pairs, all that kind of fun stuff. We do have a chin strap, which will be necessary when we go to put the helmet on them. You can see these buckles right here. Be careful with these guys. I've had several figures with these style buckles on them, and if you get this unraveled or ran through the cable there of the buckle, it is a nightmare to get back in there. Try not to do that. There's your chin strap. And this is this part that goes around the back of the head, which we'll take a look at later. We do have the helmet, which is in 2 pieces. Got this piece right here, which actually, we removed the hair off of Han and put this piece on there. It's smooth, so it actually fits on the helmet. But the helmet itself reminds me of the Rescue Cap helmet from 2012 Toy Fair. And I never done a video on that one. Maybe I should at some point. But I think this is done really, really well. It's the paint apps. It's not a flat green. It's actually got some texture to it. So I think they did a really good job with that. We do have the goggles, which I think set this thing off. Look at the paint apps on that. The patina going on with the metal surrounds on the actual eyepiece. and I think they knocked this out of the park. This is actually one of the coolest pieces, because I think without this silver part going on right here with the actual helmet, it would be kind of bland. And we got a nice little red buckle, which will match his arm right there, which is pretty nice. Good touch. Good design on Disney's part with that. So we do have the E10 blaster. If you got right here, we do have the stock that extends, and it's nice because it actually has a different color here. It's not just all black. So that's a nice departure from the normal just all black blaster. And you can see you got some bronzing going on here, which is nice. So I don't know if that's supposed to be mud or I think it's just heat. It looks like you know, heat damage right here from this. So I'm gonna say it goes from that. But I think that's pretty nice. I kind of dig this E10. Big fan of that one because it's different. And then the last piece that everybody's jumping up down about, I think with this figure really sets it off other than the goggles, is the respirator. And look at this thing. So this is actually gonna wrap around the back of the sculpt. These are gonna plug in on the back of the figure, which we'll take a look at in a second. And these right here are just, that's what makes it. This whole setup, this helmet, is what's gonna make this the next super rare trooper to add in your collection. Taking a look at the head sculpt, guys, I think Hot Toys knocked it out of the park. Man, look at that. Now, I always say head sculpts look better with some dramatic lighting, with some, you know, normal lighting, I guess, if you will, beauty lighting, versus that head-on, just flat lighting, because you can actually see the details and just the shadows and whatnot on the figure. And it's like, this is how people look if you put them in shadows. And if you put them on film, you rarely see somebody with just like bright lights shining right out with no shadows. You typically see that in like beauty magazines, high fashion, that kind of stuff, but not in films. So this right here is just on point. And this is how you should have him lit on your display case and make him look awesome. So the head sculpt here is on point. Got some nice red, orangish color, brown, if you will, going on there. Some actual color instead of, you know, Han from the last film, which was a little gray. But this pops right off, magnetic, which we've seen before on different figures. So this is where the actual other pop's gonna, the other part's gonna pop on, the helmet's gonna pop on, that kind of stuff. As far as that goes, it's fairly seamless. Like, I mean, if you guys can tell me where it pops on, you know, you're doing better than me. But it's even in person, if you want to display them like this, I think you're on the money. I am planning, I'm going to throw this out there, I like this so much just off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and get a second one of these because I want one with the sculpt, one with the helmet on, and displaying side by side just like that. So, spoiler, I like this, and I'll put a link in the description below for Sideshow if you can jump on their wait list, and if you're lucky you can get one of those from those guys. But here we go, guys. Just is the cloak, and it's no doubt they've got it in the mud. It is definitely green. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This is a green all over the place. It is going to stand out in the collection versus all your white troopers, there's your patrol trooper, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. Death troopers, scarif troopers, shore troopers, all that kind of stuff. This guy is going to stand out. Look at this. I love this battle damage look they got going on the armor. The buckles, I mean, just jumped right out of a battle. Absolutely beautiful tailoring going on inside or Hot Toys. You guys rocked it. But yeah, there's your buckle. I mean, just, they've got this isn't just flat green either. It's like nicely detailed. It's straight out of the trenches. Even on the fabric, you can see right there. I mean, the pants have got the weathering, and I haven't even got a close look at these yet, but look at these boots. The tailoring on them, oh man. I can't tell you guys, this guy, look at that mud going on the bottom. That is awesome. So this is a one-piece boot. I would have liked to seen a two-piece boot so we don't have any of this kind of crazy pinching of pleather material, and hopefully this doesn't flake in the future. It would have been nice to have a split boot like they do with Captain America, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. But you can see the black boot right here with the green buckles, and then you've got all the mud going on down the bottom. It's just, I mean, I don't know, guys. I like troopers, and I mean, I know this wasn't everybody's favorite film, but it's a beautiful figure. So there's underneath. This is going to be where the I guess where the hoses are going to plug in, somewhere back here. I'll have to figure that out with the instructions. They're probably up here. Let's go ahead and switch out the helmet because I know that's what everybody wants to see. That's what I want to see. Let's make it happen. First thing we're going to do is just pop off this hair. Magnetic, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Just saying. The respirator is going to go on. And actually, I take it back. We got to put the other hair on there first. So let's get the hair on there with the smooth baby. There we go. The back of the hair actually has a groove. right there. It looks like that's where these the straps are going to go, so we're just going to pop that on there. I do want to be mindful of this because I do not want to break that strap. That would be the end of the game. That would be a complete nightmare, so we do not. And I think, honestly, whoo, that's dangerous. I'm going to do this for you guys. I'm going to try not to bust this thing up, but if you break that elastic strap, I think that would just be like, that would be a nightmare. But this is how you guys to do it. It's fairly elastic, but I'm trying not to give it too much pressure. And come on, you can do it. Okay, I think, is that it? We got it? Is it in the groove? We're in the groove. That's actually kind of scary. That strap ain't no joke, guys. Wow. All right, so this faceplate here, this respirator rests right up against this sculpt. I can already tell you, over time, if you rub this thing a lot, you're gonna get some paint residual on the sculpt. So that's another reason to get 2 of them, because there's no way that's not going to do that, I don't think. We see with fabrics where the fabric will bleed colors onto the sculpt, so no joke, no doubt, that's going to have that effect at some point. Okay, so these are where the tubes are gonna go in, right there. So we're gonna plug those in. And I would definitely recommend putting these in these slots before you're trying to connect the strap to the back of Solo's head, because those are no joke. These are kind of finicky. Now that I've got these pegged in, I can go ahead and flip this cape back over, and I'm actually going to try and attach this strap back the way I had it before, because honestly, that wasn't very easy trying to connect the way I had it. So I feel like that was definitely the way to do it, is to attach the respirator hoses in the back and then go ahead and attach this guy on the sculpt. So we're gonna make that happen. Now that we've got that on here, we're gonna slap on the helmet, which should be pretty simple. Should just peg right into the little magnet part. Come on, you can do it. Where are you at? There we go. That doesn't look too bad, right? But now we're gonna throw on the goggles. This is where it's gonna get real. Dude, come on. All right, let's see. I wanna make sure I got enough. All right, this is, if you guys are wondering, sorry, focus. This right here is elastic. Again, I don't wanna pull that too far, but I do want the goggles on the helmet. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure. And they actually slide on way easier than the hoses did. Those hoses were kind of a pain, to be quite honest with you. But here we go. Dude, come on now. That looks awesome. Here we go, first look. Dude, that looks sweet, right? I love that. This, like when you get a trooper design that stands out amongst the rest of your collection, and it just, you know, that one's, it's just not a normal white stormtrooper. Even the First Order wasn't all much different from the regular stormtroopers, but people are jumping up and down about that shore trooper because it was way different. People are jumping up and down about the patrol trooper. It's way different. Death troopers, variants like this, whether you like the film or not, that is a cool freaking design. I like the heck out of that. Holy cow. Guys, look at this. This is where it's at. This is how I'm displaying mine. No beans about it. Love it. And whether it messes up the head sculpt or not, I really don't care. I really don't. I love that red touch. That's a nice touch back there, so it matches the part down here like we looked about earlier. But dude, as far as articulation goes, we'll take a quick look at that because I know some people would be interested in that. This is not got the rubber suit underneath like your First Order troopers, Death troopers, that kind of Sith troopers, that kind of deal. So it should be fairly posable and range of motion. But oh yeah, double jointed elbows, all good right there. As far as the knees go, we're gonna have double jointed knees. Got plenty of range of motion there. Look at those boots again, crazy. Pretty well done. The question is, will he sit down? As far as yeah, not so much. Not here. I'll show you on this camera. Not so much on that part. Now, if you really want to maneuver it, I think you probably could get it a little bit higher, but he's not sitting down anytime soon. That ain't happening. All right, guys, just a quick pose right there with the Mudtrooper I mean, I think you got to be, particular with posing this figure. You want to be careful with this. I like the lower joints. I think you're good. I don't think you're having any issues with that. Be careful with the boots. You don't want to move them around too much because I think eventually it's pleather. It's going to flake. It's going to do its thing. But the helmet-wise, I think is gorgeous. I think the design is beautiful. I love the mud. I would absolutely recommend, if you're a Star Wars fan, I would pick this up. Regardless if you like the Solo film. Regardless, if you like Troopers, I think this is on the money, guys. If you really want to see something cool, check this out. I actually have the Patrol Trooper sitting right here. I mean, it's just, I like Troopers. I like Troopers quite a lot. Look at the style on this guy. I never did a video on this guy, I don't think. I freaking love this figure as well. One of my favorite Troopers. This guy looks awesome. I will have the Han Solo Deluxe coming as well at some point. I don't know when, but I will have the Han Solo Deluxe. But this guy right here, don't sleep on it. If you have the opportunity to pick this one up, pick it up. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you haven't already joined the Facebook group, where are you at, guys? Where are you at? Link in the description below. Definitely check it out. Follow me on Instagram at Jedha Patrol. And obviously, if you like Hot Toys, 6-scale content, Funko Pops, Black Suit, if you like collecting stuff, subscribe. It's a good place to be. And guys, as always, collect what you like. See you next time.